loves, it's your girl Mariah, and I'm back with another video. In today's video, I will be sharing why I think social media can be toxic. So stick around, grab some popcorn, and we will get into it. So one, I think social media is toxic because it thrives on affirmations of strangers and other people. And what I mean is, social media has become a culture of yes, honey, and ooh, and do it, girl, and becoming the it girl, and all of these things that when someone has an unpopular opinion or an opinion contrary to that type of culture, it becomes, oh, well, this person is negative. Oh, well, this person is a hater. Oh, well, this person is jealous. And that is not the case. That should not be the case. We don't want to become cult-like on social media. Like, you must dress this way, you must think this way. And if you have an opinion that is contrary to what all my other followers are saying, then you must be a hater. No. That is why social media is toxic, because it bunches people together into this culture where it's like, well, yes, honey, this and that. And essentially, when you join my page or you follow my page, you essentially like everything that I do, everything that I say, and everything that I post. And when you don't, you must go. So it's become like I said, a cult, where you do these things, and if you don't, then you're a hater. And it's like, what? Like, no, I'm not a hater just because I have a difference of opinion. And another reason why social media is toxic, because you rarely, if ever, get a healthy, fruitful dialogue from it, where you can disagree with someone respectfully, tastefully, and then not become a live audience, where it doesn't become like, oh, let me call her out. Like, are we on the shade room right now? Like, whoa, like, you just see the immaturity is rampant on social media. And it's a huge, very huge character flaw that not many people are willing to admit. Because I feel like if it was said in person, or if that was any comment that you comment is made in person, the dialogue would be so much different than block, delete, discard. I don't want to talk to you. You toxic. You're negative. Oh, because she doesn't want me to do what it do. Because she doesn't follow my it girl status. Like, that is so unhealthy. That is so unfruitful, and you're not going to get anywhere with that. So, social media is very much becoming a continuous cycle of toxicity, where people are not going to try to understand you. You're judged off your pictures alone and not your character. And yeah, so that is what our society has to come to. So me personally, I try to understand when someone makes a comment on my Facebook or my post or my picture or anything. I try to understand that person's perspective and why they see it like that, or why they thought this post was like that, or how they can maybe imply that my status or my post was saying something that I didn't think it would say, or whatever. We try to have a dialogue, and sometimes, most times, that dialogue has to be private, because when you're trying to understand someone's differences of opinion, you want it to be fruitful. So it's better to go private and have that one-on-one and understand that person, and then for that person to understand you. Because when it's public and it's out there, you just feel maybe annoyed, irritated, embarrassed, whatever. You didn't expect that, or whatever reason that you feel those emotions behind. Social media is toxic also because it consumes our time. Like, this device, this phone, like, if you have an iPhone and you check your screen time, it's easily like an 8-hour shift. Like, this phone consumes so much of our time that it's unbelievable. Like, what was I doing before social media, right? Like, what was I doing before social media? How was I living my life? So these apps consume so much of our time, and many people have like these resolutions to spend more time with their family and friends, but everything must be live streamed, everything must be photographed, everything must be videographed, everything becomes a snippet for social media. And back in the day, and I'm not that old, I'm only 30, but back in the day, we enjoyed our quality time. Like, we would just go out and go to the fun parks and ride our bicycles and just do these things, and I didn't have a camera everywhere I went. And that can become an unhealthy thing where I can't go on a family vacation because she wants to, and I can't have a conversation or get a massage or do anything because she just videos, pictures. We're consumed with showing people our lives. It's become the way of life to some people, and influencers, and it's so much more to life, you guys. You don't have to do that. You don't have to pick up a camera 24/7. Enjoy the quiet moments. Grow closer to God. That's what it's about. Like, you're spending all this time, and I speak it for myself as well, editing photos, editing vlogs, editing this, editing that. And it's okay if that's your career or that's where you make your lifestyle and your money from, but it should also be a balance. Like, if social media is consuming me, if social media is bringing me self-doubt, insecurities, and all these other things, then it's time for me to scale back. It's time for me to reevaluate myself and say, hey, something's wrong here. Something's wrong, because I should be able to enjoy my child and my family without feeling like I have to record every moment. Memories are sacred. Yeah. Everything doesn't have to be on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok now. So I know my feelings and emotions about this topic is unpopular. I fully understand that. I know that I'm going to get comments about it and say, mind your business, and let them do them, and it's just so toxic. We're in the world of let me do me, and if you got something to say about it, you're negative. Like, no, that's not how life works, especially if we're on a public platform. Just like, not to go so far on the deep end, but a lot of people that need to be behind bars just want to do them. So they want to do them. They want to be free. They want to live their life and do what they want to do, regardless of the consequences. And no, that's not how life works. Everyone, whether male, female, young or old, everyone has a perspective, and everyone should be able to voice that without the hate, without the lack of love, without disrespect. So you don't find that on social media. You rarely, if ever, find that on social media, because any thought that's contrary to their thought process or their tribe, because I already said codes, like their tribe comes off as, oh gosh, here goes this hater bringing me down. It's like, no, why don't you take the time to listen and see? Because what I've learned is this: if one person said it, there may be 100 more that has thought it, but that one person was just brave enough or bold enough to say it. So although you be like, oh, this one person, no, baby, it's more than one person. It's just the person, that one person said it, and other people may be thinking it. So it's like, what do you do with that, right? Oh, unfollow, block, delete. We're in the cancel culture right now, where everything that's contrary to what we believe, what we think, what we should do, what we should say, if it doesn't align with these set of social media beliefs, then that person must be canceled. Then that person must be discarded. Then that person must be silenced. And that person must be mocked and ridiculed and all of these things. And it's like, wow, this is what we have grown to as a society. Like, wow, like that is very much toxic. That is not helpful. That is not fruitful. And that is definitely not the way that I want to have relationships in life. We build relationships not only for what we have in common, but also what we don't have in common. Like any relationship and any important relationship you build, that y'all are not going to be 100% the same. Like relationship with your spouse, it's not going to be, oh, you guys agree on everything. No, that's impossible. It is impossible for someone to like everything you do, say, think, or put on. Like what you put out there, people are going to have an opinion. What you say, people are going to have an opinion. And that's not negativity. It's, I would say negativity is thrown around. That word is thrown around so much when people don't like what you have to say. No, I think negativity is a trend. If that person continually comes on your page or your whatever platform that you have, and they continue always got something negative to say about you, like that's negative. That is very much, that person needs to be, muted. That person may need to be spoken to, addressed. But for someone to make a comment and that may be their first comment or whatever, it's not negativity. That person just have a different opinion and it should be respected. Like, just everybody in life is not going to agree with you. So yeah, social media has become that place. And looking at the state of our world, and it's just with the censorship, the fact checkers, the cancel culture, I'm not really surprised. But when I see these type of things, it just shows your insecurities and your immaturity. You just lay it out for the world to see, and that has to be hard. Like, we all have our insecurities, we all have, our weaknesses, but you're never going to grow if you can't have a proper way of going about and handling conflicts or handling differences of opinions. So I just wanted to go on that rant this morning because, yeah, it's just very immature. But in other news, I wanted to give a mental health update as well. You guys, I have been trying to work on my mental health. This January 2022 has been really hard on your girl. Let me make sure I'm still recording. Yeah. So this January 2022 has been really hard on me. It has started off with the death of a classmate. I just yeah, so that really hit my central nervous system, because that story is just so sad, and I just really don't know what to say, or if, I don't think I can continue that conversation. But also, it's me being a caretaker. If you guys don't know, I've been a caretaker for my grandma for 10 years. We've been together, and if you know anything about being a caretaker, elderly caretaker, you know how exhausting and tiring that can be, especially when you have a child. I love my grandma so much, and that's gonna have to be another segment as well, because it's so many intricate details with that conversation. I'm so blessed that she's here with me. She's 77. So again, that's gonna have to be another segment. But what I will say is mental health is very important, you guys. You should definitely take care of your mental health. Recognize the signs. If you have a spouse and they tell you like, hey, something's not right or something's different, be open to that. Be open to that criticism, because you just never know. So, you know, mental health is very important again. So I've been taking like social media breaks. I've been trying to be more proactive in my relationships with people. I've been pretty much trying to be on this less, even though, you know, my husband just bought this phone for me for our anniversary gift, and just trying to find hobbies that make me happy. It's been snowing a lot here in Charlotte, and I'm just like, yeah. So it's supposed to snow again this weekend, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, because I'm supposed to do so much tomorrow. Today's Friday, by the way. So today is Friday, January 28th. Tomorrow I'm supposed to travel and do some things, but depending on the weather, because my baby has a basketball game as well. But now I'm just rambling. So yeah, you guys, I just wanted to get on here and say, take care of your mental health. Be mindful of social media, and be active in your life. Just be present with your family, with your friends. And yeah, I just wanted to say that. And I love you all, and I pray for my family, pray for me, and I will definitely be praying for you all during this new year. I know that there has been a lot going on in the world. People have lost their loved ones. People have gotten sick. COVID is very much still a thing, and it just hurts my heart to see all of this, and it's really a hard time. So I love you all, and I just pray for you all, and I just hope that, you know, you all stay safe during this time. And I will see you guys in the next video. Love you. Bye.